everyone, welcome back to the Hazardous Artist series. Woo! I'm glad to be back once again to talk about random things. Just kidding, I actually have a topic today. So, here we are, continuing on with my animated cutie of a art piece. And yes, my animated avatar is back once again. I really hope you enjoyed it the last time you watched it, but if not, here it is again. Woo! Alright, today, guys, I want to talk about Animal Crossing. Again, because why not? I love the game. It may not be my all-time favorite. It's definitely in my top 3. I do want to talk about it, though, because this was a long time ago, and I don't remember if I told you guys or not, so if you heard it before, you're gonna hear the repeated story again. But I redid my island, and I wanted to do a jungle theme because I love jungles. I absolutely love jungles. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, I want to go to the rainforest and find all the frogs because I'm obsessed with frogs. I love blazing dart frogs and tree frogs. They're my favorite type of frog, and I wanted to go and find them. Be a little bit harder now because of the habitat and deforestation, environmental problems, climate change, the disasters that are plaguing our world. So I wanted a jungle theme for Animal Crossing, and I was going to get it. I was absolutely going to get it. And so I started, and I looked on Pinterest for about a couple of days. I wanted inspiration, because for some reason I can't just be like, jungle, woo! Like it just doesn't happen like that with me. So I had to look for inspiration, and I found my inspiration, and I started on my jungle themed Animal Crossing island. And I do believe I know I posted it to social media, but I do believe in the Hazardous Artist episode I mentioned that I put so many trees and bamboo on my island that my villagers were getting lost. And Jessie hated coming to my island, or at least I thought she did. That was the implication I got from her when she would come to my island and she'd tell me I'm lost, I don't know where I am, and I'd have to come find her. So, that was a thing. And, I removed some trees from my island because I didn't want a 4-star rating. I wanted to keep my 5-star rating. So I removed some trees from my island. I was pretty disappointed because I'm like, this isn't a jungle though. But this was just as the new DLC for Animal Crossing came out. And so I checked with Captain, the wonderful turtle who sails this ocean blue to islands unknown, and for a chance. Okay, an uncommon chance. I say uncommon because for me it's uncommon. It's not rare. Like, I can get to that island pretty much once, twice, 3 times a week if I'm lucky. But I checked with Captain every day because I wanted the moss and I wanted the vines. It fit so well with my jungle theme. So I wanted to get to the island as much as possible. Grab the recipe that washed up on our beach, and all that good stuff. So, and it wasn't until a long time after that, closer to Christmas, before I was given the actual paid DLC of Animal Crossing to do, more stuff and pick up more moss and more vines and gather more of the moss vine recipes to make stuff for my island. Which, yeah. I'm not redoing my island again, but I am redoing my island again. I didn't know how to word that because I am redoing my island, but it's not a full redo, and it's still the same theme. It's still the jungle theme, not the island theme, the jungle theme. But it's way more jungly now. So I took out a lot of modern civilization furniture that I had on my island out and replaced it with more naturey, jungly things. I even took out more of my naturey stuff, like I took out my aspen tree, my pine tree, and replaced it with more coconut and other various moss vine recipes to fit more of the jungle theme than I wanted. And so I'm currently doing that. And my problem is that a lot of these moss vine recipes require so much material. It's ridiculous. I have so much material. I ran out of moss and vines, and I had a lot to begin with because I hoard my materials. I'm also out of stone, which is frustrating because a stone is easy to gather, and for like the last week and a half, that's when I go to any island other than my own, I just hit those rocks like, give me some stone, man. I don't want no clay. I don't want no iron. And then the gold pops out. I'm like, I'll take that though. But it's stone. Yeah, I'm still looking for stone, by the way. It hasn't stopped because I like garden rocks. And I realized, I don't remember where, it was probably on Pinterest, to be honest, but I saw somewhere that someone was using garden rocks to kind of accentuate the naturey look, and I wanted that for my jungly island, so I did that for my jungly island. I love my volcano. Yes, that was a random thought. I just thought about that because as we were talking about how I took out stuff to make it more jungly, I thought I didn't remove my volcano. I just ow! Oh, that was rude. I hit my my window border. It juts out and it hit me and I feel very offended. Where was I? Oh, and I said that I wanted the dormant volcano. So I have a volcano on my island, and it says it's dormant, but every time I touch it, it's like blah, 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 blah. So yeah. I put some, vine and moss furniture. So I have like the ruinous pillar and the ruinous like stool, and a vine bench and some moss. And my theme for that around that volcano is that the moss is red because volcano magma stuff, red. I think it was clever. I don't care what you all think, but to me that was really clever. And then my ruinous pillar and my ruinous stool are black because I didn't have red. So I had black, and I was like, that's good, because ash, even though ash is gray, but like ash and other stuff, eventually it would turn black, right? Okay, so it was better than the moss, because the mossy ruinous pillar, as much as I'm very, very biased to that customization, I am distracted because there is a bird of prey sitting in a tree. Okay, sorry. Mountain life, wildlife distracts me. Super much. Super bad. Very much so. Words escape me quite often, especially when I'm distracted. And now I lost my train of thought. Where was I? Volcano. Oh yeah, so I'm very biased to the mossy look on the moss and vine recipes, and I was very happy actually when I got the ruinous arch, because I put that where my temple would be. Dun dun dun. My temple is my museum. I'm very proud of that because I got that inspiration off of Pinterest, and I was like, I'm doing that, and it was literally the first thing I did to my island remodel was move the museum and then set it up so it looked like it was going to be a temple. I have my spider crab, which, if anyone plays Animal Crossing, if you place your spider crab down, it has no cage because it is huge. And I put a spider crab down near the temple because that is my temple guardian. Yep. And then I have like a creepy skeleton right in front of it, so I'm like, beware, Spira, the guardian of the temple. She will devour you. And that's how it goes. And then Lucky, my villager, because why not? He kind of fits the bill a bit. He is the guardian's caretaker. And he used to be on top of the hillside next to the temple. And then I moved him a couple days ago because I felt bad he was isolated from the others. So I moved him, but I kept his remodel, and his yard is super jungly. Just how I like it. Yes. And there you have it. That's Temple Guardian. It is now on the other side of the island with Lucky. Occasionally. Like, Spirit is still at the temple, But I like to imagine, because I remodeled Lucky's house to be the Guardian's caretaker to kind of fit that theme. Spirit's in his house too. So I am very proud of myself for that. I don't care what you guys think. You guys can tell me it's stupid, you're stupid, whatever. I don't care. Like, to me, that is very clever on my part. I like that. I also, okay, so I got the paid DLC for Animal Crossing, and for about 2 weeks, Jesse helped me out. I don't remember, because I remember talking to you about it, but for about 2 weeks, I was absolutely obsessed with remodeling homes, doing vacation homes, la da da da. And eventually I was able to actually, remodel the villagers' homes of my house. Yes. I was so excited. I wanted that. So I remodeled every single one of my villagers' homes. Yep. And I fit it to a theme that I thought fit them, or based off of their preferences, because they kind of give you a clue what their preferences are. But for Wendy, she didn't have a choice, like, because she was just gonna get what I gave her, because I have a specific theme for her and it fits her. So she got like black, purple, and blue, and that is her theme, and she doesn't complain about it. I mean, not that the villagers actually would complain about it, but she says she's a pop star. Why can't she be a rock pop star? Like, that doesn't make any sense, but why can't she? Or like a darker pop singer, Those exist, right? Dark pop. That's gotta be a thing. I want that to be a thing. So, we modeled all of my villagers' homes. And played around with the furniture polisher customization too. Made my own. Got 1 or 2 online. So, yes. And now I'm remodeling it again, because there were a couple of places that were just like too modern. And I say too modern, but I really meant it just looked too civilization-y, and it needed to look more jungle-y. So I took out my orchard and I put it somewhere else at a very small scale compared to the one that I had originally. And I moved my entire flower garden over closer to my house, because that made way more sense. I like my flowers. I didn't spend months breeding flowers to get every single hybrid for me to just go, oh yeah, no, I don't want a flower garden anymore. That's not gonna happen. So I moved it. I moved all of that. And then I turned that whole new space that I had, where they all were originally, into more of a jungly theme. And it had statues, and I was like, yes, jungle needs statues. Other things, put moss on it. And so I got that taken care of. And then I realized that I had a recipe I didn't think I had. So I made a bunch of it, and I was just like, ding, 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 ding. So now it's everywhere. And I had a plan for the perimeter of Town Hall, but it didn't really work out to my favor. And not that it didn't work out as in it didn't look good. It looked great. It didn't look great for my jungle theme, though. So someday I will put castle walls around the perimeter of my town hall, and then act defiant. No, I'm just kidding. When I feel like remodeling my entire island again out of the jungle theme, which may be forever from now, because I love nature themes. I'm super, super biased against nature themes. And you can tell in my vacation homes too, because a lot of my vacation homes are villagers who want naturey or plant-based village homes, and that's not the case for all of them. I've done a couple of cityscape ones, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the city, but I did them anyway, because I'm like, I gotta think outside the box. I gotta get out of my comfort zone. Let's do a cityscape. And it happened. So, yep. That is what I'm doing. I haven't gotten really far. And like I said, I'm not doing like an entire island remodel. I'm just doing bits and pieces where it looked too civilization-y for me. And I just like stripped it and then just went ding, 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 ding. Went back in with coconut trees, bamboo, more moss and vine recipes, and the like. And that's where I am. I still have to do some work because, well, it's not done. I planted trees and I'm waiting for them to grow, but there's some paths that need to be redone. And I got new paths. I'm so proud of myself. I put down the new paths and I'm in love with it. So, yay! I've done a lot of work on this island, so I'm waiting for the time when my trees grow up so that Jesse can come over and marvel at my wonderful creativity, to boost my ego, because that's essentially why I would want her over, to boost my ego. So, and with that, you guys, I think I'm going to stop my story there. That's pretty much all I've done for Animal Crossing New Horizons for the last couple months. And, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed my sweet continuation of the Red Panda avatar. I don't know if I'm going to do this for the next Hazardous Artist episode, because this isn't real time, if anybody caught that. Because usually real time, I don't talk this fluently for this long, and you all know that. So, but we can pretend, right? So maybe I'll put up the rest of this video next time. Maybe I won't. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for the next Hazardous Artist video. But I hope you enjoyed this one. I really wanted to talk about my update on Animal Crossing because, well, got back into it after the DLC dropped. So why not? Alright, guys. Thank you. And I'll be back. But not next week. The week after. But until then, dare to create.